Imagine you are on a plane with your team, flying over a desolate and uninhabited area, when suddenly, due to some unexplained reasons, your plane crashes. Some of your teammates lose their lives, while others are so severely injured that they are counting their final breaths. Surrounded by endless snow, far from human civilization, you and the remaining survivors are left fighting for your lives, waiting for rescue to arrive. Pretty scary to imagine, right? Well, this isn't just imagination. It's the real story of 9 American soldiers who were involved in a plane crash over Antarctica in 1946. But the question is, why were these 9 people flying in a plane to the southernmost region of the Earth, thousands of kilometers away from civilization? What went wrong, causing their plane to break into pieces? And most importantly, did any of them make it out alive? Or were they buried forever beneath the icy layers of Antarctica? Let's start another episode where we delve into this incredible survival story. Our tale begins in 1946, just 1 year after the end of World War II. As the Cold War was starting to brew between the United States and the Soviet Union, the Cold War was a battle for technological, resource, and military dominance. And, interestingly, Antarctica, with its remote location, untapped scientific possibilities, and natural resources, was becoming an important region in this competition. During World War II, Hitler had sent expeditions to Antarctica for surveys, hoping to use it as a potential military base. In December 1946, the United States launched Operation High Jump, an expedition to explore Antarctica, involving 13 ships, 33 planes, and more than 5,000 soldiers. As part of this mission, on December 30th, 1946, an aircraft named George 1 was sent to explore Thurston Island, carrying 9 crew members. The plane was piloted by Bill Kearns and Ralph LeBlanc. The weather was freezing, with icy winds reducing visibility to near zero levels. The pilots relied on an altimeter to gauge their distance from the ground, but the thick layers of snow interfered, giving inaccurate readings. Sensing danger, the pilots decided to abort the mission and return. However, before they could act, their aircraft collided with a mountain, puncturing the plane and causing fuel to leak. Within moments, the aircraft exploded, breaking into several pieces. 2 crew members, Maxwell Lopez and Wendell Henderson, died instantly, while Frederick Williams suffered severe injuries, making it clear that he wouldn't survive for long. The remaining survivors sought shelter in the wreckage. They found a parachute, which they used to cover the tunnel part of the plane, shielding themselves from the icy winds. Tragically, Williams succumbed to his injuries soon after. Now, only 6 survivors remained, left to endure the bone-chilling cold and hope for rescue. Their rescue ship, USS Pine Island, was 500 kilometers away and had already begun a search mission. Bad weather delayed rescue efforts for 3 days. The 6 survivors, huddled inside the tunnel, faced temperatures as low as 20 degrees Celsius, which could have easily taken their lives. Luckily, they found some sleeping bags, tents, and food in the wreckage, including canned meat and soup. They also managed to retrieve fuel from a spare tank and cook food with a gas stove, ensuring they wouldn't starve. After 3 days of bad weather, the skies finally cleared, and the survivors ventured out to get into the breathtaking yet barren surroundings of Thurston Island. They dug graves in the snow for their fallen comrades and buried them alongside metal objects so they could later be located using magnetometers. The USS Pine Island, still hindered by the bad weather, men managed to send out a rescue plane on the 7th day. However, the thick fog made visibility almost impossible. At one point, the plane passed just 20 kilometers away from the crash site, but couldn't spot the survivors. Ralph LeBlanc, the pilot of the crashed plane, thought he heard the sound of an aircraft passing nearby. Quick thinking, the survivors set the wreckage on fire to create smoke, hoping to signal their presence. But fate had other plans. Heavy snowfall ensued, and the rescue team had to delay their mission once again. Days passed, and the survivors started losing hope. But on the 13th day, the sun broke through the clouds once more. As the survivors were having breakfast, they heard the sound of an aircraft overhead. This time, the rescue team spotted them, but there was a problem. The rescue plane was designed for water landings, not snow. They dropped a handwritten note instructing the survivors to walk 10 miles to a lake where the plane could land. If they agreed, they were to signal by making a circle in the snow, and if not, a straight line. The survivors immediately signaled their readiness to walk. However, Ralph LeBlanc was too weak to walk, so the others built a makeshift sled for him. It took them 12 hours to cover the 10-mile distance in the harsh Antarctic conditions, with the rescue plane hovering above them for support. As they approached the lake, they were met with a new obstacle. A 20-meter-high ice ridge stood between them and the rescue plane. Fortunately, they found a way around it and were successfully rescued. These 6 survivors returned home with countless stories of survival after spending 13 harrowing days in the icy wilderness of Antarctica. What did you think of this incredible survival story? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more amazing stories like this one.